Welcome to From the Pilot Seat. Join me as we explore real aviation stories, lessons learned, and incredible flying machines. If you love flying or want to learn, hit subscribe and come along for the ride. For deeper insights, check out my books, Lessons from the Sky and From the Pilot Seat. They could make all the difference on your next flight.
Tai Chi is not the sort of thing that you would usually see at an air show. And while it may look like an Eastern meditative routine, that's not actually what's going on here. This is one of the world's top aerobatic pilots, Mike Goulian, running through his entire routine to make sure that not only does he give the crowd what they came for, but he lives to fly another day.
Mental preparation is really the key to a successful air show. And I sit there with music playing in my ears. I try to get myself all pumped up to fly and ready to go and high charging. So a bunch of Aerosmith, Alanis Morissette, AC/DC, all that kind of 80s rock.
White heat in the middle of night creeps up and you know you never will fight.
Just getting in the zone, figuring out what I'm going to do, how the temperature is affecting me today, what type of environment I'm in. Here, Reno, we're 5,000 feet above sea level, and again another 3,000 feet above that, and it's just a really challenging environment to be in. So what we're trying to do is make sure that we rehearse that show in our mind 5, 6, 7 times, so we know exactly what we're going to do when we get in the plane.
And that plane, like its pilot, is one of a kind.
This airplane that I have here at the Reno Air Races is the Extra 300 SHP, it's called. It's the only one of its kind right now. It's a special built airplane for me by Walter Extra, where we moved the center of gravity aft, we lightened the airplane quite a bit. Lycoming put what they call the new Thunderbolt 580 in it, which is a very high performance, 350 horsepower engine, and it's really been able to let me do exactly what I want to do in the sky.
And what he does defies not only gravity, but the limits of what's possible in an aircraft.
My performance is really a combination of concert on the ground and rock flying in the air. And that's what we really want people to see, is really just a rock concert in the sky. And it's the hardest, fastest flying, hopefully these people will see anywhere. The performance starts about 3,000 feet above the ground level, and I start on a very high line, diving in at a 45-degree angle with opposing rolls in opposite directions, coming right down show center and a level flight, pulling up to vertical, very rapid rolls, transitioning into an upright knife edge spin, down with a flat spin coming down, and then right up into a torque roll for the second one. And it's really just that, it's maneuver after maneuver of high energy, low altitude, all kinds of gyroscopic maneuvers put in the middle.
Mike Goulian, like many successful aerobatic flyers, never stands still.
Most of my flying is air shows here in the United States, but I also do quite a bit of Red Bull flying. I'm one of the Red Bull regulars on the circuit, and in that race, I fly the Edge 540, which is also a very good aerobatic airplane, but it's a very, very good racer. And it's just a little bit lighter and has a wing that can pull more G without losing energy. So that's the airplane we're using right now in the Red Bull Air Races.
He hasn't been on the podium since 2007, runner-up in Perth. Can this be the breakthrough in 2009? For Michael Goulian of the USA, he's heading home now. He's looking to dip it around the 111. 110 would be a sensation. That's where the track record lies. 2 gates to take in. Now, full throttle under the bridge. Look at the clock, and it's an impressive time. 1:12:51.
After 4 years of flying Red Bull races, Mike finally won in Budapest in 2009, the crowning achievement of a 22-year-long career.
You know, I've had lots of memorable events. I've been a lucky guy. I've had lots of positive experiences in aviation, and they're all really, really great.
If you love flying or want to learn, hit subscribe and come along for the ride. For deeper insights, check out my books, Lessons from the Sky and from the pilot's seat. They could make all the difference on your next flight.